Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Karthik, as you all know. And in today's video, we'll do the topic midpoint theorem once again. In previous video, let me tell you in brief what we did. We did the midpoint theorem and converse of midpoint theorem. In this video, we'll also do converse of midpoint theorem. It's just name of a chapter. Okay. Let's come to again what I was telling. I was telling what we did in previous video. Actually, we did the definitions of both of these. Okay, so I'll tell you about them, the definitions only, and the other things you have to go to visit my video to learn that. Okay. So the definition of this midpoint theorem is the line joining midpoints of any two sides of a triangle is parallel to the third side at half of it. You will understand it once more in the question itself, and in that converse of midpoint theorem, it is a line drawn from the midpoint of any one side of a triangle parallel to the second side bisects the third side. Okay, same you will understand in questions. So this is a parallelogram. You can see it. Uh, it is not given, but let us not consider it as parallelogram. Let's see it as quadrilateral. Okay. So these two means that this side is equal to this one side. It is given already. So which means that E is the midpoint of DC. Okay. Given that EB is parallel to DG. EB parallel to DG. How this symbol is given? No, this arrow type symbols. If two lines have been given, two or more than two lines have been given this symbol, not like this and this. No, these both are not same. If this symbol is given, so which means that both the lines are parallel. Okay. So let's come what the question is asking. It is asking find the length of DG. Firstly, we'll see. Let's firstly what will get applied. It will be midpoint converse of midpoint theorem. How you see a line drawn from the midpoint, a line drawn from the midpoint of any one side of a triangle which is parallel to the second side bisects the third side, which says that these two are equal. So let me write it in the format CE equals to ED. EB parallel to DG. Therefore, by converse of midpoint theorem. Okay. This line will be equal to this line, means CG equal no, I wrote it by mistake, don't mind it. CB equal to BG. Okay. And it is already given CE equal to ED. It was given, no. So therefore again by midpoint in exam you will have to write it like this only. Okay. So firstly by converse of midpoint theorem, you know that this thing was already written, but if you are continuing it again, another formula is getting applied in the same question, so you have to write the same thing which was written upper and which is required, whether it may be repeated so many times. Okay, understood? So we have done. So now according to midpoint theorem, a line joining midpoints, wait, let me do these two equal. A line joining midpoints of any two sides of a triangle is equal is parallel to the third side and half of it, which means that EB parallel to DG and EB equal to half of DG. The value of DG is given, so we'll put it 5 equal to half of DG, which means DG equal to 10 centimeter. Just highlight your answer after it is question is solved. Okay, you have to highlight it so it would be looking beautiful and you might get extra bonus marks also. Okay, so let me repeat the question. Question was find the length of DG. So we will have to write in triangle CDG. CDG. Okay, in triangle. Wait, the symbol is very bad looking. It's not even looking like a triangle. Now it's looking. Okay, so in triangle CDG, CE equal to ED, EB parallel to DG. Since therefore by converse of midpoint theorem, CB equal to BG and CE equal to ED. Therefore again by midpoint theorem, EB parallel to DG, EB half of DG. 5 equal to half of DG, DG equal to 10 centimeter. Okay, let me tell you one thing. This is the symbol of since and this one is the symbol of therefore. Okay, I'll tell you where are these used. Okay, now let's come to our next question. So friends, if this is our question. In this we have to find the length of DE and FG. Okay, so firstly see the dimensions of the figure. This is the bottom side is 10 centimeter. Sorry, the bottom side is 10 centimeter, means the base. The other side is 6 centimeter and this one is 8 centimeter. Okay, let's see. AD is 1.5, AE is 2 centimeter. Okay, so firstly we'll write in triangle AFG. This is the triangle AFG. Hello. So it is given. This is given that these two sides and these two sides are equal. Okay, so AD equal to DF, comma AE equal to EG. Okay, so therefore by midpoint theorem, DE parallel to FG, comma DE is half of FG. Okay, DE parallel to FG and DE is half of FG. Now in triangle ABC, see these two both sides are equal, means this is 1.5, this is 1.5, means the total is 3. Okay, this is 3, so this will be 6 minus 3, meaning this will also be 3. So means these both sides are equal, and in this one this is 2, this will also be 2, 2 to 4, 8 minus 4, this will also be 4, means these two this and this side are equal and this side are equal. Okay, In triangle ABC, AF equal to FB and AG equal to GC. Okay. Again, therefore, by midpoint theorem, FG, sorry, this is not beautiful FG. What a beautiful FG. And it will be parallel to BC. And FG will be half of BC. What a beautiful curly line, like my hairs. So let's see. Now FG is half of BC. We know BC is 10 centimeter. FG equal to half of 10 centimeter. FG equal to 5 centimeter. Now you have to highlight your answers. I've already told. Now, okay. Now DE is also asked. DE equal to half of FG. DE equal to half of FG means half of 5. DE equal to 2.5 centimeter. Again, highlight your answer. So now this is our answer. Now let's come to our next question, which will be our last question. Friends, this is our next question, which will be our last question. As I've told you, in this you have to find x, but there's no need of that. What we say it? Midpoint theorem. There's no need of it. Okay, but this might be difficult for you because there is nothing given. Only you have to find x, and it is given ABE is a equilateral triangle and BCDE is a square. So let's find out the x. Okay. So we know that equilateral triangle has all sides equal. Oh. This marker has been falling down since the video 3 times. This is very bad marker. I won't use it. This is the best. So what is told here? This is equilateral triangle. So we'll use this. No, we know that equilateral triangle has all the sides equal. I marked them equal, and square also has all the sides equal. So you know that the equilateral triangle's base and the sides of square and the side of a square are equal. So all the sides are equal. Let me tell you, these two equal to this equal to these all. So these two equal to these all. Okay, means these all the sides are equal to each other. So we know that this is 60 degree. This is 90 degree. It is the rule in equilateral triangle and in square. Okay. So same with here, 60 degree, 90 degree. So 60 plus 90, it will be 90, 180, 150 degree. Okay. So here we know that equal sides have equal angles opposite to it. Okay. Let me write it in triangle which ABE angle A equal to angle B equal to angle angle ABE, angle A equal to angle ABE equal to angle AEB, which will be 60 degree. we know that equilateral triangle all the angles equal, and in square BCDE. Okay, angle EBC equal to angle C equal to angle D equal to angle DEB, angle DEB. Okay, so equals to 90 degree. So these all are 90 degree. Therefore angle E equal to 60 plus 90 equal to 150 degree. So now this is 150 degree. We know that equal sides in triangle have equal angles opposite to them, which means these two angles will be equal. Means 180 minus 150, what it is? It is 30 degree. Okay, so 30 degree will be divided in 2, means 15 15 each. DAE equal to ADE, angle DAE equal to angle ADE equal to 15 degree. Oh sorry, what am I doing, bro? 15 degree. Okay, so now X we have to find. We know that this whole angle will also be 60 degree. Angle BAE, let me cover it. Okay, angle BAE equal to 60 degree. Angle X plus angle DAE equals to 60 degree. How? I have divided this angle into two parts. This angle X and this one angle, small angle, which is DAE. Okay, angle X plus 15, oh very bad looking 15 degree equal to 60 degree. Okay, now why have I written DA equal to 60 degree? We have found out, no? Okay, so angle X equal to 60 minus 15, angle X equal to 45 degree. Highlighted answer. Now you might have understood this question. You might have understood this property also, by the way. So I'll the video which was previous to it will come on this side, or you can check it out by description or by visiting my channel. So you might have understood something from this video. If you like this, if you loved this video, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you friends. See you in next class.